What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Art of the Hustler podcast. My name is Adam Callan. You can find this podcast on iTunes, YouTube, and artofthehustler.com. As always, Instagram, I'm at Art of the Hustler. Okay, so I didn't do a podcast yesterday because I was too fucking tired, honestly. I was busting my ass all day. I got a shit ton of work done yesterday. But by the end, when it came down to it, I decided to spend some time hanging out with my kids and watch a movie and just kind of veg out for about an hour, and then I just passed out hard. I didn't have to smoke or nothing. I just went right to bed. So I apologize for not putting out a podcast yesterday. But sometimes I just need a little bit of a break to recoup. I'm sure a lot of you know what that's like. But so what's been going on since the last time we talked? Well, the first one is that let's talk about the roadwarriorgaming.com. So that one, there's not too much progress that's been made since the last time we talked. What I did though is I got a couple things in. I got some of the longer cables I told you. But yesterday, one of my first hard shell cases showed up. I bought it on Amazon. It was like $40. It's called Hermit Shell. It's more of a soft hard shell, if that makes any sense. It's like I don't know. It's a woven material, but it's got like a stiff cardboardy thing in there. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. It came actually where the bottom is dented, and I'm like, oh shit, if I were to put an Xbox in there, it'd be horrible. But here's the fun part. I was supposed to fly out to Denver today to deliver this thing to the hotel to try to pitch it, but with that case, I'm not going to do it. And it's not like I had a deadline. I didn't have like a meeting set up with them. It's just, I really wanted to be there, tomorrow morning to talk to them, so that's just not going to happen. So it looks like I'm going to try to fly out to Denver tomorrow. Tonight, I'm waiting on a couple things to be delivered to me. One of them is going to be an actual hard shell case for the Xbox and everything. So hopefully that will work out well. We'll see. It's supposed to be delivered today by 8. I love Amazon, right? The next thing is that I've created, or I should say I've started to create 2 new brands for Caribbean Green flower. So for those of you that don't know, I have a fully licensed medical cannabis company in Puerto Rico called Caribbean Green. You can check it out at caribbeangreen.com. We are a licensed medical cultivation facility, so it means we grow weed. Manufacturing facility, which means we make shit out of weed. And dispensaries. We got 3 dispensaries in Condado, San Juan, Carolina, and Guaynabo. So that means we sell weed. Now, one of the problems that I had was right now we've been labeling everything and selling everything as Caribbean Green. Like, so we have Electric Lemon G, Purple Rec, Pineapple Express, Johnny's OG. We got some Pink Kush, Tangy. We have like 60 different strains that we're growing. Problem is, some are really good, some are really shitty, some are okay. We've weeded out like the really bad ones, obviously. We just killed them all. But one of the dilemmas is, which you'll hear me tout about a lot, is you need to have multiple sub revenue streams. So let's talk about what a sub revenue stream is. So sub revenue stream, it's pretty much exactly what it says. So your main revenue stream is what your business is, right? So for me, it would be to sell flower. So like, let's say I have one strain called Electric Lemon G. It's a popular product. It's a popular strain. Everyone loves it. Sells really well. Well, now my question is, once someone comes in and buys that, now what? What else can I sell that customer? Or from a wholesale perspective, which is where I'm thinking for me specifically, is if I am selling a pound of ELG to some third-party dispensary, excuse me, I was eating some popcorn. What else can I sell them? You know what I mean? Like, all I grow is flower, and I have a couple manufactured goods, but people aren't really buying edibles down in Puerto Rico. So they really just want flower. So if I've already sold the flower, what else can I sell them? So I came up with the idea of a sub-revenue stream of new brands of flower. So what we're going to do is I'm creating 2 new brands. One is going to be a low-end, super cheap, prepackaged, basically all the lows, maybe the older flower that's been sitting around that I can't really move, can't really get rid of, or the strains that really aren't that good. And then I'm going to pre-pack those, and that's going to be called... Oh, I can't say yet, sorry. But once I can tell you, I'll tell you. I haven't fully finished it. I haven't registered everything yet, so I don't want to give it away yet, and then someone block me out of what I'm trying to do. But anyway, so Now what's going to happen is, well, I can go to this same client, and it's this one dispensary, let's say in Caguas or whatever, and I can say, hey, I can sell you my Caribbean Green ELG. I can also sell you some pre-packed eighths of this brand that that I'm talking about, and then I'm creating another brand. So basically, I can go up to one dispensary, and I can sell them flour 3 times. So I can say, hey, look, here's this pre-packed flour that's in a bag. It's cheap. It's the Lowe's. It's not the good stuff at all, but it'll still sell, especially in Puerto Rico where everyone wants the dollar medalla. That's my theory. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But and then the other one is kind of a low high. It's like it's not a high end brand, but it's more. It's good. Like you're going to get good quality stuff, but it's pre-packed, so that's kind of a limit right there. And then Caribbean Green, I'm going to reserve for just the strains that we're really well known for, are really high, our top yielders, top earners. That those are going to be the Caribbean Green strains. So now I can take my exact same flour that I've been selling, and now I can sell it 3 separate times. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about a sub revenue stream. I'm currently working on this with my tattoo shop as well, because right now numbers are down in the wintertime. They always are. It always happens every season. Knowing your seasons, knowing your run rates are huge. I highly recommend you spend time figuring that out if you don't know. Like whenever business is slow, I call up my manager and I ask him, why is it slow? And he better have an answer. Like, I don't know doesn't work for me. I expect it's because it's the first week after back to school. All the holidays are over. It's Three Kings holiday. It's raining. There's a monsoon outside. The parking lot's empty. It's not just us. Like this is the stuff that I look for, and I expect answers for it. But also having a business open for a couple years lets me look back on historical records and say, oh, look, every year mid-January our numbers are down. Every year. Why? Well, it's because everyone's back in school and numbers just drop. That's just what happens. So with that, I'm now tasking my manager and my artist and some of the other guys. I'm like, hey, I want you to come up with a sub-revenue stream for the tattoo shop. And what that means is I want you to come up with a whole nother method that we can earn income besides tattoos and piercings that will generate some income during off seasons, slow days, etc., etc. Examples that have come back to me have been, well, at night, let's shut the shop down and let's turn it into a kind of a hangout lounge. Let's turn it into a vape lounge. Let's turn it into a bar. There's another source of income. And it's like, okay, I like that idea, but that's more tertiary. It's like it's not at the same time. Like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, I still want to make money from that shop because I'm still paying rent, right? I'm still paying rent. I'm still paying employees. I'm still paying for power. So while I'm paying all that, I need another reason to make money out of that shop. So another one that they came up with is, well, hey, you're in New York and down here in Puerto Rico, there's very limited selections in coffees and chocolates and things like that. So why don't you start shipping down really nice like coffees and chocolates and things like that? We'll open up like a little coffee espresso bar, and we'll do it in all black cups, and we'll do it in all black everything. We'll call it death by coffee, death by chocolate, whatever. I'm like, oh, see, now that is something that's something I can entertain. That's something that's totally viable as a sub revenue stream. It's something I can start selling coffee and chocolates and possibly make some money on it. Now I've challenged them to come up with something better, because I'm not totally sold on it, just because I'm also possibly going to have health department implications, because I'm a health department regulated shop. Having food and things where blood is flying around generally doesn't go over well, even though it's 2 separate areas, but it's Puerto Rico. I could probably do it if I really wanted to. But anyway, I'm not just going to bank on the first idea that comes to me. But that is an idea and an example of a sub-revenue stream that could be generated from something that I'm already making money on. The next one is, so I've created another brand with Caribbean Green, and with that one, it's that I want to say high end, but let's say the premium quality brand, and that one is called Royal Flush Cannabis. It's a big Ace of Spades logo. It's all fancy. It looks kind of like steampunky. I've already sourced out the jars. That one's going to be pre-packed in glass jars, airtight sealed jars. We're going to do quarters and eighths as well. I'm probably going to do half ounces and ounces too, honestly, the more I think about it. I just haven't, right now I just want to start it out. But I've already started. Yesterday I created the logo, which is going to be the brand. I've registered the domain. I've already sourced the jars. I've already ordered them, so I already got that going. I have some samples coming in. It's probably going to be a week for the samples to show up, but hey, it's a start. But in one day, I got all this already ready and going. I sent it to my business partner, see what he thinks. He loves it. Sent it to a couple other friends of mine. They all love it. So I'm like, cool, perfect. This is something I can take. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to print them out, just some flyers, and I'm going to start handing them around down in Puerto Rico at my dispensaries and just saying, hey, coming soon. What do you think? See if people are interested, get people's reactions, and just hand them out. When people walk into a dispensary, be like, hey, what do you think of this? Check this out. And if people are like, ooh, that looks cool, or ooh, that's interesting, or ooh, I'm interested, I know I'm onto something. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want it. That's stupid. That's not going to work. But realistically, my barrier of entry on this is super low. It's going to cost me nothing to start this off. I designed everything and paid for and did everything myself, so the website cost me $10 to register the domain, namecheap.com again. And then the jars, I'm going to spend, it's probably going to cost me, let's just say $300 on jars with shipping and everything else. And then after that, it's really, I got to buy stickers. So I need the jars to create the labels for the stickers and everything, it's not that big of a deal. So once I get the samples, I'll be able to create the labels. So once I create the labels, I'll get those ordered up. And I'm probably just going to do a run of, the first set, which is going to be, how many jars am I looking at? I'm probably going to get maybe 200 jars. So I'm just going to do a quick little run and just see what happens. And if people like it, if it flies off the shelf, awesome. Now I'll place an order. I'll double, triple down. I'll place, 1,000-piece order, and I'll place, a lot more, larger volume stickers. Maybe I'll order my stickers from China rather than Sticker Mule. I like Sticker Mule and StickerJunkie.com. They're both great sticker places I've used a lot in the past. It really comes down to what it is that I want to do, though. So sometimes, like Sticker Mule, they sometimes are more expensive than Sticker Junkie. Sometimes Sticker Junkie is cheaper than the other ones. It all depends on the sticker you're doing and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, check them out if you're looking to make stickers. They're really good. They've always come out quality. Every time the stickers, if there's ever been a fuck up in the sticker, it's because I fucked up the design, not them. But so I'm going to be able to push out this other brand, test it in my own dispensaries really fast, and then and see if it works. And if it works, we're going to double down. So now, hey, all of a sudden my dispensary is going to look like we have a lot more product for sale. And from a wholesale perspective, I'm going to be able to sell my flower 3 times over as opposed to just the once. So I'm going to make more money there. There's a lot of good wins here, easy wins. And all it takes is, a day's worth of work. It's nothing. One of my clients I don't want to get too specific, but one of my clients, they asked me to do something similar for them. And I was like, okay, cool. And I did it. And I did it really fast. And I was like, okay, cool, we're ready to go. All I need from you is just buy the packaging, buy the stickers, whatever, or I'll do it if you want me to reimburse me. Like, no, we'll do it. They waited 2 months. And nothing ever happened to it. Nothing. They could have been making thousands of dollars, but instead, they are just waiting and dicking around and fucking around. So that's their prerogative, though. But that's why I love being in charge in my shit, because when it's mine, I can get that shit going now. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not waiting for someone else to make a decision. I'm not waiting for someone else to give me $300 to turn around and try to make them, thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so if you want to check it out, it's my new brand is RoyalFlushCannabis.com. You can check out the logo and stuff that I put on there. It's pretty cool. The next thing that I have going on is really just packing up this Road Warrior gaming stuff that I got. So once this package comes, get that. If everything looks good and if it seems reasonable, I'm going to fly out to Denver tomorrow night and try and pitch this thing to the hotel and just show it to them, see what we can do from there, see if I can get a meeting with the general manager and try to get this thing going, right? That's about it, really. I don't have too much else. Today was just a solid, busy work day of a clusterfuck of all my businesses. It seems like today was the day where everyone had a problem and no one could solve it without lawyers. So it's been a very expensive and tedious day today that I really wish didn't happen. But that's the way it works. I forget who said it, but You know, you're doing well if you're dealing with more and more complicated problems they've never had to deal with before, because you're pushing yourself. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm always pushing my businesses to do more, grow farther, grow faster, take on more business than I could possibly handle. So whatever, I just say yes to everything. So that's about it for today. I think today's going to be a short one just because I really don't have too much to talk about. It's just been a boring work day, and I don't really feel like telling everyone all the dumb little shit that I've been doing. I think all the good takeaways have been talked about here. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear them. Shoot me a message in either Instagram, or you can post it on YouTube or wherever. I don't care. You can also email me if you want. You can email me at adam@artofthehustler.com. That works fine. You can, however you want to get a hold of me, feel free to do it. I'd love to answer your questions about what you want to know. Right now I'm just kind of guessing and just kind of telling you what I'm doing. So I hope you guys are kicking ass, taking names. See you later. Bye.